trying their best to go get the enemies out. So no longer the Thailand is being the aggressive one, but for the Indonesian as well, they will try and being as aggressive as the others.
Yeah, and just as Indonesia also picked up a lot of like new talents, right? I think Abe is a very good example.
Yep.
This man, it just reached the age where he can play competitively, and he went to FFWS, which is very, very crazy, right? So I mean, all the Indonesian teams except for Pogo Stars are going to be playing in the first 4 rounds. So Thorat, RQ Kazu, and Onyx Olympus will be here, and the drop spot very, very spread out, except for Thorat and JVE. These two are already fighting.
Yes, and we can see that for Thorat already got the first blood coming from the enemy's team, and right now Darkol is trying to look for the others, and right now for JV, Orgus has been knocked down and only using double pistol. David is trying to find for the enemy and assisted by his friend, and now another knockdown. But we can see from the kill feed as well, Xpan is fighting for the AV radicals as well. But Limit from JV is already run away using the jumper.
Which is pretty crazy because JVE, formerly E Arena, Limit was the MVP of FFSI less than a year ago.
Yep.
But you can see them struggling in SPS, right? They were getting challenged by a lot of teams that they used to beat. And Limit now he's in the territory of C-Triple-G and is not looking too good. I believe Cosq might have spotted him. So Limit, you have to get out of this area. In fact, it might be too late. On Fire is already firing at Limit, and he doesn't really have much to work with. No glue walls and inhaler and 2 medkits.
Yes, and he's trying his best to go far away to get a gap from C-Triple-G, but now Cosq is following right behind, and half of his HP has already been down, and with only 2 medkit that he is bringing for JV, this is quite an...
It's done.
Yeah.
Boom!
Ooh.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's a wipeout, C-Triple-G, with the first official wipeout on the team from the same region, unfortunately. So JVE also a very, very rough start. But RQ Kazu, they have 2 points to start off this game. They have a couple of nice cars as well, hanging around at Factory where Nero is trying to cross. He might see Legalov, they're trying to ambush him. Legalov getting knocked has an easy point for PE Sports.
Yes, and for Nero, he's just been revived from his friend. They were fighting in Sentosa with Team Toda, but eventually they've been taken out one by one, and now Nero is trying to reviving himself and still looting in the factory. But we have 2 of the players coming from RRQ. We have Nero is trying to hide, and they didn't see him. It's quite lucky for Nero, and now he's trying to run away.
I cannot believe that they did not see him. So this guy, this Nero, very, very lucky to walk away with his life there. But speaking about Thorat, they were actually fighting with AV Radicals on the southern side, on the north side of the map at Shipyard. Seeing right now, Darko taken out once again after getting revived. Twix will need a bit of help, and Russ will bring him back up, no problem. Thorat not having enough numbers, so they are going to start running away.
Yes, we can see they are getting the coins as well to revive their own teammate. But we have returned. I already spotted Ikal. Ikal's trying to shoot back, but Twix already been knocked down. And North is trying to make sure that the other person cannot be revived. And now Return is throwing all the bombs. And there we go. Almost got hit and knocked by Roos. And 2 of the players from Thorat has been knocked down and immediately been taken out from this game. And only 2 players left for Thorat.
Wow, what a play from AV Radicals. The grenade as well to take out Ikao, who was hiding behind the glue wall. Darko just got back into the game, so unfortunately he cannot help. David, he is driving away. He does not want to fight.
Yeah, agreed. And with only 2 players left, of course for Thora, they are trying to be careful. And right now for Darko, only having MC10, which are gonna be quite tough if, let's say, the heavy radicals notice him as well. And with that also, we have another players, I think, trying to find. But for every radicals, what I can see here is a good early game coming from them with 3 elimination points, and Roos is already getting 2.
Oh yes. So 3 eliminations at Shipyard. I think when we look at the map, there's actually no teams, no other teams near them. So which is very good news for AV Radicals to get further into the round. The center of the map, I think, is controlled by attack all around. So you can see, even on this bird's eye view, AV Radicals about to make a rotation. They actually scan Graveyard with the Dinoculars.
Yep.
But little do they know, Thorat is also there.
Yes, and very close by as well. But although for Thorat, they still can make it through the observatory to loot and revive their teammates. But for every radicals, they need to be careful as well, because they are trying to go make a rotation by nearby the zones, the safe zone. So there are high chances that they can meet with the other team as well. But I would like to see the PE Esports and Ilustrados Juegos as well.
I just want to say, this is the first time I see. Can you drive on water on the beach?
This season is already frozen.
It's winter, right?
Yeah.
We're still in winter time. I completely forgot about that. So I mean, Todak have a good time. Last we saw, we're gonna keep you guys updated on the state of the game, because we actually have a different screen to see who is fighting. Right now, I can tell you, it's very peaceful.
Yep.
No one is fighting yet.
They are actually still quite far away from each other, and they are still maintaining their position as we speak. But for us, let us discuss about how the play is gonna be tonight.
Okay. So we talk about Homeboys a little bit. I mean, they're not playing just yet, because this is Group B and C. I want to talk about JVE a bit more, right? This team is one of the more experienced team from Thailand. At one point, they were regarded as the strongest team and one of the only teams that can take down BRU. But right now in this competition, they are not looking too good.
Yes. And even for us yesterday, or during the match as well, we can see that they're already picking up. For the last for the yesterday, a few games that they have made to the top of the list as well, on the first page on the left. So for JV Esports, it's quite surprised that they're already picking up the pace and trying their best to go and eventually taken out Buriram as well, which is very, very good. And for JV, I think they are struggling is the drop spot in the early games. If they were not disturbed by the other team, then the chances are they will do nicely.
Well, we'll have to wait for the next game to see if that is the case. And now Todak finds themselves fighting against RRQ Kazu, which is not an easy fight to begin with. You see the health bars from Todak are already starting to get chipped away by RRQ. Abai, that shot's not going to connect. Clusters coming through from Todak's side as well, but it's Todak that is receiving damage from RRQ Kazu.
Yes, and right now, Zen has been knocked down, trying to be revived by his teammate. But we can see that Legolas has been knocked down as well. And now, Abai coming in with the rush and trying to take out one of the players. For Toda is quite suffering right now. We have one of the players that's been knocked down, but Abai is the only player left. And Traps, with only 5 HP, he tried to take out Abai. Abai with a 16, but the Mag 10 took him out.
Yeah, and when Abai also so aggressive, right? Just rushes in to try and take out the whole of Todak and was able to be successful. The only person they lost was Legolov, which is their captain, but I think they can get him back no problem. They might even get a free kill, as there is Hand there ranking Esports and pops his head out, and Abai, he's not happy getting knocked down. With the support fire from afar, picks up point number 6 for RRQ Kazu.
Yes, and for Hand, he cannot be quite happy for that. He got the knockdown, but then immediately RRQ teams have been here to support him. And with that, RRQ are being revived his the other teammate. We have C-Triple-G as well, quite nearby. This made Razer need to be careful. If not, then there will be another fight for him. But we have Dats and as well as Abai trying to move in. So from here, we can see that RRQ already have 6 elimination. And each of the kills is coming from each of the player except Legolas.
Yeah, very, very spread out. But this is very common, well, at least for Legolas. He is he is the captain for the team, and a lot of times you see he doesn't have much kills, but he is a very good shot caller, as they call it. 10 teams left, and attack all around still in the center of the circle. We're also looking at PE Sports, who was able to get the whole team back. They are slowly but surely trying to move in. I would say that, judging by the state of the game so far, most teams are very far from one another.
Yes, and I can see that they are trying to play safe for the first round. For yesterday, we can see that the first game, they will try to pick each other's out. They try to pick their nose where the enemy's team are looting. But for this time around, for the first game, they will try to keep their points quite safe.
Yeah, especially the teams that have already entered top 6.
Yep,
Yeah, I think that is one of the more important things to look out for. Onyx Olympus was able to revive the rest of the team. But not sure if they can survive long enough though. If you look at the screen right now, both F and Jack are flying out of the circle, but I think Jack just landed in the middle of Expand. So that is not looking good at all. C-Triple-G just spot some victims. In fact, you have Ilustrados Juegos in the circle. RQ Kazu just arrived as well. The Shanks able to find Abe and take him out. Cobra finding an easy kill using the car as bait. Unfortunately, Jack will not be able to drive away safely. Cobra finds point number 7 for Expand.
Yes, this is a good start coming from Expand with 7 kills. But now we are seeing RRQ fighting with Ilustrados Juegos, our team coming from Philippines. But there are other teams as well quite behind, quite near, which is C-Triple-G. So if RRQ and IG are fighting together, then the chances are they might be third party by the other team as well. And now with AV Radicals right just behind. So the two teams coming from Philippines are going to fight with each other. We have AV Returns throwing out the bombs. For Raymil right now is trying to be careful with Ice Wall in front of him, making sure that all the bombs coming from AV Radicals will not hit him. But the IG has already been prepared. They are waiting right behind, and one shot has been shot. Reason has been knocked down, and Root is trying to help, but AJ still there, trying to get, but Shanks is been knocked down. Brand 2 got AV Returns, and now for IJ, we got 4 people. Only 2 left with AV Radicals. Shanks has been knocked down again. So it's quite tough for them.
Here comes PE.
PE Esports as well coming to join in with the war, and AV Radicals straight away drop to the 10th place.
And PE Esports might be able to just clean up the whole thing and get some extra points for themselves as well. LBT looking for to break down the glue wall. They see Ray Meow trying to run away, but how far can Ray Meow get? The Shanks is on the high ground. Ray Meow gets out. RRQ Kazu now decides that they want to be a part of this fight. Ilustrados Juegos just wants to get into the circle, and they will be safe for now. So PE Esports is now RRQ Kazu's problem. Don't cry. Take the gold teleport, the gold portal to regroup with the rest of the team, and that means Ilustrados Juegos continues to move on, and they even took out Dudes in the process. But Thorat now shows up.
Yes, and Thorat got Abe coming from RRQ. Now, Ilustrados Juegos, there were 4 players, but eventually PE Esports joining them, making only 2. And AAA just got another player, Expand. They are fighting in another place, but we have Ilustrados Juegos still trying to get away from PE Esports. PE still with 4 players, and we can see just now Expand has been dropped from the game. And now we only have 7 teams left. And for C-Triple-G are in fight with attack all around. And right now for Peter using Trogon, trying to pick one of the players, but immediately close them with the ice wall. And we have got in Peter with half of his HP. He got one of the players, Keroro and Volky, immediately been taken out. And AAA been wiped out to the 7th place. And immediately went into Onyx. Was there. They were not aware, but C-Triple-G can sniff them out, and Peter quickly just take him out.
Yeah, 8 points for C-Triple-G. And the teams are slowly but surely getting destroyed as well. The Shanks getting knocked, and Ray Meow no longer a part of the game. Ikao and one more both get 1 kills each. And Thorat, now they want to search for more, but Hong Ang does get a snipe onto Darko, and Darko needs help from his team right now. PE Esports slowly going in for the push onto Thorat. This is going to be a very crucial fight. Hong Ang just going to try and buy as much time as possible. Peeks right out. Nero and Don't Cry both get a knock each. Hong Ang hits the 3rd onto Davis, and Thorat are all dropping like flies. And there's only Darko to trying to keep the team alive. LBT with the Charge Buster in hand, trying to challenge Darko. Darko will buy distance with the Tatsuya dash and a couple of glue walls, and LBT now gets shot at by C-Triple-G, and they take out Thorat as well.
Yes, and we can see only the 2 teams left. C-Triple-G straight away coming in for PE Esports. They're right now waiting, but one of the players has been knocked down, and C-Triple-G coming in. Huang has been knocked on fire, trying to chase for Nero. Nero is quite a gap there, but on fire, only a few of his HP left. Nero using Bison is trying to aim for the enemies, but immediately been taken out, and this will make C-Triple-G the team for the first Booyah of the night.
I did ask at the start of if C Triple G can catch up to BRU.
Yep.
This is a very, very good start. And this is a night where they're playing 8 games as well, right? You begin game 1 with a booyah. Oh, the rest of the night is going to be so much more juicy for C Triple G to snatch that first place away. Not only will they qualify for challenge stage, challenge finals, they also get the most prize pool out of it. C Triple G, what a fantastic start.
And the best thing is, if they maintain that top 1 for this game around, for this week, then there are prizes for them as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're on their way. They are 30 points behind BRU at the start of the day. I think they just cut that down to less than 10 points with their performance in game number 1. We will check that out in just a little bit.